Welcome back to Miami and welcome to qualifying. Only raw speed will separate these drivers today, but the question is, who's got what it takes to get pole?
Well, a very good evening and welcome to Delta T Racing Thursday night. So it's time for Division 2. We're coming this week from what looks like a very wet Miami, round number 11 of 12. So we are getting down to the part where a championship could be decided tonight. We'll just quickly pop up the table. As you can see, Hammers winning or leading the championship at the moment with 194 points. With Stewart 34 points behind on 160. So with 52 points left to play for, Hammers needs, I think it's 9 points to secure the championship today. So Stewart will obviously be doing everything he can to stop that from happening and take it to the last race in Japan next week. But it has been a good season. Obviously Hammers there with the 5 victories, Stewart with 2. Then we have Kazingle, Habit Connor and J5 Gaming, which is Johnny, with 1 apiece. So will we get a different winner tonight, or are one of those going to continue? Right, let's have a quick jump, see who is the first person out. It's Scully. Scully shouldn't be doing a lap because he is playing his Joker tonight, so we'll be taking a qualifying ban basically. Don't set a lap and retire in the pits. Start from the back of the grid. Anything that you do during the race, any points that you earn will be doubled. But who have we got tonight? Let's have a quick look at the Jokers coming up. Playing theirs tonight, we have Brother Adam, Scully, Lakatsis and Wazza. So they'll all be playing their Jokers tonight, so should not do a lap in qualifying and will start last on the grid. So it'll be interesting to see how they get on going through. So right, okay, with those into the pits, who is first? It's going to be Magic Poop Cannon. So Miami, not a great track for traction anyway, and obviously in the damp conditions is going to make it a tad more interesting for them. Don't know if they're going to have a wet race as well, but looking at the moment they are still on the dry tyres, so I think it's just sprinkling, but obviously everybody getting out early wanting to set a lap in the drier conditions. Scully has indeed retired from the session, so playing his Joker. Okay, so Magic Poop Cannon now coming around into Sector 3, such a technical section there, going with the left, right, left. I do find it difficult to actually find out which gear. I think last time I drove it, I don't think I did 2 laps that were the same. So a bit of consistency I need to work on there. But anyway, Poop Cannon now is coming into the final turn to cross the line and set the benchmark time. And it's a 1:35.2. We then have, looks like an Alpine of Stewart, 35.189 up into provisional pole position. CRR6, which I think is Pip Key, puts in the 3rd fastest time. Rika in fourth. Johnny's struggling a little bit there. Jack putting in a cracking time. Let's have a look to see how, where's Hammers? He's down here, just starting his lap 141, so I think he aborted that. Summers up into second place, 34.966. So we've got two into the 34s at the moment, being Jack and Summers. TGL Stewart with 35.189, so just outside, needs to find, well, 8/10. That's a cracking lap from Jack, to be honest with you. And Hammers almost invalidating there, unfortunately, just clipping the wall. I don't know if he's picked up any damage there, but it will have certainly damaged his lap. Yeah, front left end plate is missing. So got his teammate behind. I'm not sure if Bog is on another run. Didn't look like he was holding back, but just a bit late braking into there. Getting a bit deep, it's going to lose some time. Back end is twitching about all over the place, so I'm guessing the grip is getting worse and worse. Hackett with a 34.2. I think the times are getting to the point that they're not going to get too much quicker. Stewart going for another run now. We've got one of the Red Bulls about to cross. Aston Martin next. Is that Jack? Is he going to improve? No, he's just on a recharge lap. So going again. I think Hammers will come into the pits because he needs to change that front wing. And Connor going fast is 34.148. Let's jump on with Connor actually. I know obviously he's not going to do another lap now, but that was a cracking lap there. Okay, Jack is on a lap. And they're going to have Stewart a little bit further. Stewart's actually invalidated, so we'll stay on board with Jack, see if he can improve on that 34.3. I do wonder if we have seen the best of the conditions already. They're certainly looking wetter out there on track than it did at the start. Jack now coming into this tight technical section. I think this is where the stadium is, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, on to the long back straight now. Heading up into the last turn. Oh, I'll say last turn. There's a couple of small ones after it, but this is the last major turn. Oh, it looks like Pipkey has got disconnected. I don't think I have you as a friend. Just have a quick look. Sorry, 1 second. I don't have you added as a friend, unfortunately. Right, okay. Pipkey, you're just going to have to sit tight and we'll get you in between qualifying and the race. But okay, back to the race. So Havoc Connor still fastest, and it looks like he has a purple sector 1 there as well, so he's certainly not backing off. Switching quite a lot there, just slowing down on the front or first straight. So just into this tight section here. They brake as late as you dare, come up, cut as much of that corner as you can without unsettling the car, and swing it to the right hard on the brakes, left, and then flat out down this back straight. Purple sector 2 for Connor, so we could see him improve on this 34.1. Is he going to be the first man into the 33s? See, Hammers. No, it's not just ahead. Sorry, I thought Hammers was ahead, but he's just starting his lap, so we'll keep an eye on him at the in a minute. Championship leader, and Connor does improve ever so slightly. Lost a bit in that final sector, but just goes to show that the pace is still there. We've got a yellow flag. I think that's just people getting out of the way. It's now coming to the end of sector 2. Opens up that DRS. There's Hammer's just coming round now. Let's see what time he can put on the board. 35.4, so very conservative by Hammers there. It's a little way off the pace. Right, please, apologies, bear with me. I'm just going to see if I can get Pipkey back in. So let's jump on board with Hackett. Let me have a quick look. Six. Let's try and figure out which one is which now. Apologies, I will be back to the game in a minute. Right, sorry about that. I'm struggling to get CRR6 in at the moment. Can't see him on the friends there. So let's just jump back, see what's going on. Okay, so Stewart we missed with a 33.351, Hackett 33.880, Pukalen up into third with a 34.069. So Stewart, is he on a recharge or is he deploying? Okay, so lots of people in the pits now. I don't know if I can get Pipkey in or not. If I can't do it this time, mate, sorry, you have to wait just till no, I've not got it, and I can't get out to accept it on EA because unfortunately I'll have to exit the game. We'll get you back in. Apology, I know you're going to start a bit further down than you wanted, but we'll get you added, and I can do it as from next week. So apologies, Pipkey, but we'll get you in, mate. Okay, so Johnny out on a lap, so 33.842. And Composite is the only other one out on track. Now, is it getting too wet being the reason that they are not coming in? Okay, so got a couple more out on track, just starting their laps. Just have a quick look at Johnny, see how he's getting on. 1.1 seconds down, so not improving. He has buried it into the pits. Bog 9/10 up on his time at the moment. They'll take it to a 34 flat. Obviously still a lot of the track to go where he can perhaps pick up an improvement. So Red Bull behind him, which would be, no, it's not Hackett because he's not out, it would be Hummer on his outlap. So Hummer was really in there in the championship, but unfortunately just seems to have dropped off in the last couple of races. Element of bad luck, and perhaps a couple of important wrong decisions, but has dropped back, still in the battle potentially for second, but I don't think he can now claim the championship. Bog putting in a 32.791 to take provisional pole position. A lap out of nowhere from Bog there. D Summers now coming across. How can he do? 33.166. Has stopped raining, hasn't it? So we are looking, it's going to obviously be the better conditions towards the end of the lap. Composite into the pits. Teammate Skipper 1.1 seconds up, so he's looking at about a 34 flat. Needs to improve on that, but yeah, down into the 32s already. Bog with a 4/10 advantage. Obviously that is going to get chipped away the quicker that the circuit gets. So Poop Cannon on an outlap. We've then got Hummer on a lap. Hammers on an outlap. Okay, so we are down to pretty much the final minute now, so everyone is going to be going out on their last runs. And I am going to jump on board with Stuart. It's coming into the final sector now. Bog with a 32.0. My God, these times are tumbling. 32.5 for Hummers. Hummer, sorry, not Hummers. Hummers and Hammers. It's very difficult for me to get right. Hackett is back there. So Stuart, how is Stuart gonna do? Currently in fourth position, 33.3, and he aborts and goes into the pit, so he will not finish any further up. Up in fourth position. So Jack just crossed the line in time to do another lap, so Jack will be the final driver to cross the line. Who have we got next? Is it Summers? No, it's not Summers. I can't get these blues right. No, I'm sorry, I can't get those blues right. Okay, so composite Skipper 33.3 has invalidated. Hammers crosses the line. 31.5 for Hammers. 3.9 second improvement. And how did he get 27.9? Jesus. Where on earth did that come from? Whoa. Well, good luck by Mark. So Summers will be... He's not going to be last, is he? Stewart doesn't improve. We've got Rika is going to be next, isn't he, to cross the line. And Rika improves to 33.371, so the track's certainly getting quicker towards the end here. But my God, that is a lap and a half by Mark. Jesus, 27.985 compared to a 29.6, 1.7 seconds quicker. And Jack just blasts it out the order at 27.660, so we are certainly getting faster towards the end. Is Summers going to be able to pick this up? No, it looks like he has given up on that lap. So that is qualifying over and done with. So Gazingle taking pole position. Cracking performance by him. Hackett taking second. Then you've got Bogorovsky in third. Hammers making it up to fourth. So Bogorovsky actually improving again at the end there and getting ahead of his teammate. So we've got a McLaren lockout on the second row, but the front row, pole position taken by Gazingle. Then we have Hackett second, Bog third, Hammers fourth, fifth Hummers, sixth Kavolis, seventh Summers, eighth TGL Stewart, ninth Rika, and 10th is Johnny. Then we have Skipper, Magic Poop Cannon, Havoc Connor, CRR6, Composite Scully, Brother Adam, Wazza, and Lakatsis. So Pipkey, we will get you in now.
Well, it's no secret that F1 is booming in popularity right now in the USA. Today's race, one of 3 in the United States, is a testament to that. It's time for the Miami Grand Prix. Sitting at the southeastern coast of Florida, the Miami International Autodrome has 19 corners and 3.36 miles of racing. It's a circuit designed to encourage close racing while meeting the highest safety standards. Either way, I'm sure it's one that will please the fans.
Well, welcome back everybody. We are about to start the formation lap. Hopefully Pipkey is now in. So we should have a full selection of drivers. So at the back, Lakatsis, Wazza, Brother Adam and Scully all serving their joker. So as we said before, if they get into the top 10 and score points, their points will be doubled. So potentially 50 points for the win. Have seen it done before. Hammers has done it. Jack himself has, I think, gone from the back to second position. So there is, it can be a huge amount of points on the table. Okay, tyres. Let's have a look and see what we are on. Pretty much everyone going for the mediums, other than J5 Gaming and Havoc Connor and Brother Adam all going for the hard tyres, and Scully in 16th deciding to go for the soft. So obviously want to make some overtakes, make up some ground early on, but those tyres aren't going to last a huge amount of time around here. Again, don't know if it's going to be a completely dry race. We're certainly starting off dry. That's all we can ask for at the moment. So Jack coming around the final corner now will be pip key. Yeah, it's potential pip key that you can't take control because it's formation lap. This game is not brilliant though. You could potentially end up not getting back in and getting disqualified. Unfortunately the game's not brilliant, but yeah, sometimes it won't let you take control until pretty much the start of the race, so just get yourself ready just in case. Okay, so Lakatsis is the last driver to come round and will join the back of the grid. Here we are. Right, are we going to get a decent camera shot? I don't think we are. I think this is what we're going to get. Right, I'm going to go on board with P5 Hummers. So it looks like a good start from Hackett up the inside. Takes the lead from Gazingle, and then we've got the two. We've got a mass pile up happened at the back here. I'm not quite sure who caused that, but we got pretty much most of the grid is involved in that. We've got a virtual safety car straight away. Scully picking up a or was it a drive-through penalty? That seems really harsh if it was a drive-through penalty. Severe collision. What is going on? I think this is a case of the game is telling everybody to let everybody past. Right, penalties. Yeah, drive-through penalty for Composite, another and for Scully, and 10 seconds for the Catses. That is not the way that you want to start the race. But okay, whilst they piece themselves back together, I think we're going to see a plethora of pit stops. I see a lot of end plates missing, some front wings. It all seemed to kick off from the mid-table. Obviously the front runners getting away without too much of a problem. Hackett has already managed to pull out nearly a 1.5 seconds gap on Kazingle in second, which means he'll be out of the DRS range. And then Hammers and Bog closely followed by Hummer. So if these three work together, they could then pull themselves back towards the front. Have we now got a full safety car? It has, it's gone to a full safety car. It still says virtual safety car on my screen, so I had no idea, but I just saw a little yellow icon down there, and it's certainly not a Renault anymore. So we have safety car. It is going to bunch the field up completely, obviously for the people that were involved in that incident. That's going to be fantastic, but for the likes of Scully and Composite, they're not going to be able to serve their drive-through penalties. They will be able to come in and pit and get rid of any damage. Got a double stack there as well by the Ferraris, the Katsis and Johnny. So Johnny, unfortunately, the second of the two there. So he's going to lose a bit of ground, but considering we're under safety car conditions, he should be able to close up. New front wing there. So Hackett leading the race with Jack behind him. Hammers did get past Bog, so leapfrogged him there up into third position. So Bog in fourth, Hummer in fifth. We've got Summers in sixth, Cabolis seventh, and Skipper eighth. Let's have a look at positions gained. Who is the major gainer? Wazza already up 6 places in 12th position. They're playing his Joker as well, so just another couple of places and he will be scoring his first points of the day. But 27 laps still to go. Anything can happen. Just jumped out of pit here. I just want to see if he's in, or whether this is the AI still. I know he was having difficulty still getting in even on the formation lap, so I'm hoping he might have got in. Right, let's get rid of the position changes anyway and jump back towards the front of the grid. Hackett did very well last night in Division 1. I think he picked up a podium, but a cracking drive for him. It's good to see him up on the celebratory podium again. It's been a long time. More than capable driver. Just again, wrong place, wrong time, I think. So at the moment, Hammers is Division 2 champion. So not his first title, won it a couple of seasons ago. Bogorowski, the defending champion. McLaren are defending Constructors champions and pretty much on their way to do it again this year, especially where they are at the moment in this race. We'll quickly just pop up the Constructors So we've got a 43-point gap between McLaren and Alpine, so it's certainly not unsurmountable, but it is nice to go into the last couple of races with a 43-point lead, and looking, if it finished the way it did at the moment, they would only be extending it. Just trying to work out, 43, is it 44, 45 points available. 44. So yeah, about if they get a 45-point gap, already 43. So if they outscore Alpine by, I think it's about 2 or 3 points today, they also will be crowned constructors champions. It would be a shame taking it into the last race with nothing to play for, but it certainly wouldn't be the first time in a Formula 1 season, DTR or real life, to be honest with you. But it would have been nice to see a title showdown at Brazil. I think safety car's coming in, although I've had no notification that I saw. But yeah, the safety car is in, and we are back to green flag racing. So Hackett getting a good takeoff there, just looking back, nobody really making any moves. Although Stewart will be desperate to make his way past and start making up these places. He's down in 15th position. He is losing the title at the moment in time. As we said, still a long way to go. A lot of changes. If you look at qualifying, everything changed in the last, well, half a lap. So let's see what the race brings. Okay, so Hackett now coming under pressure from Kazingal. Kazingal also soon going to come under more pressure, increasing pressure from Hammers. Bog just dropping off the tail ever so slightly there. Bog with a swarm of angry F1 drivers behind, wanting to get past and make up as many places as they can. But Bog doing a good stellar job again this season. Not had perhaps the luck, I say luck, by not being involved in incidents which he had last season, which is why he took home the Division 2 championship, just through consistency, I think, probably more than anything else. But yeah, this year unfortunately he seems to have been caught up in a few incidents and paid to his championship charge, but can still bring home the Constructors' Championship with teammate Hammers. It's still not a driver to be underestimated on a race day. Okay, so what do we have going on? So Poop Cannon and Hummer all over the back of Summers now, so they'll be looking at making a move. Bog has managed to catch back up onto the back of Hammers and has broken the DRS to Summers. That is huge round here. If you drop out of DRS, you will just see yourself dropping further and further backwards, especially if the cars behind are working together. So Stewart now making a move on Rika, so looking to go around the outside. Brother Adam shutting the door firmly there. Wazza now is up into 10th place, so he is currently scoring 2 points for that 10th place. You see double points on the Joker. The Skipper doing really well up in 9th as well, at the Kicks Alba. Good to see him up there and competing on pace. And completely missed Jack getting past Hackett there. So Kazingal up into the lead. I think this could chop and change over the next few laps. And these two need to do the same. Just put himself away. 1.5 seconds clear of the Williams in 3rd position. Excuse me. Now down to a second, so they are dropping time there. Bog starting to close the time down a little bit on Hackett. We've got a couple of tenths back there, but Hackett I think is going to go for an overtake down this straight. DRS assisted. And he does indeed. Sweeps back onto the racing line, ready to take his normal approach onto this corner. And Jack will happily follow for the time being. Okay, bad news for McLaren. Summers has caught up in the Williams, and he's brought Poop Cannon, Hummer and Connor with him. Oh, what happened there? I think Summers getting a bad exit out of that corner there, holding up Poop Cannon slightly behind him, or beside him, and now in front of him. So Poop Cannon comes in, goes a little bit wide, and Summers decides to take the inside again and takes that position back. So thank you very much, I like the 5th place back. Cracking move there by Summers, bit of a switchback. Connor with a 1:30.252, taking the fastest lap of the race. We now have a gaggle, a DRS train of cars from 3rd all the way down into 8th position. And they are closing on the front 2 as well. That gap down to 1.8 seconds was 2.4 not so long ago. Hammer's picking up a time penalty. First of the day, other than the 10 seconds in the drive-throughs that we've already had. So it looks like Jack wasn't prepared to play the game there and give that position back to Hackett. Or to take the position from Hackett, meaning Hackett would have the DRS along the back straight. Jack liking his chances there. Probably be his best bet, to be honest, to make the overtake down here, try and get some decent pace through the winding sector 1 and try and break DRS for sector 2. So Jack up into the lead of the race again. Further back, don't have too much of a battle, although Skipper looking to make a move on Brother Adam, doesn't quite make it. Brother Adam locking up there, Skipper looking to make a move up the inside, but it wasn't on, so he remains in 12th position. Who have we lost? Pipkey, unfortunately not having his best of races. Has he got damage as well? So yeah, not really been a good night for Pipkey, obviously getting disconnected. Unfortunately we were unable to get him in during qualifying. I just want to see if this is going to be a front wing change as well. So it seems a bit early for just tyres. Yeah, front wing. So unfortunate there for Pipkey, but he will be back in the race. I'm sure there'll probably be another safety car later on that will get him back up to the group. Safety car, where did he have the safety car? Was that because of the Pipkey incident? I think it may well be. So actually hasn't turned out too badly for Pipkey. Nice fresh shed of tyres and a new front wing. But what are the leaders going to do? Lap 8, still 21 to go. Probably could stretch a set of mediums, but it really could do with it being the 3 or 4 laps later would be nice. But we'll have a look. Is anyone going to come into the pits, or is everyone going to come into the pits? Looks like we have, certainly the front 2 are going to be coming into the pits, as is 3rd and 4th. Connor continues, he will do, he's on the hard tyres, there's no reason for him to pit whatsoever. The same with Wazza, so back of the grid up into 2nd place, obviously still to make that pit stop. Stewart up into 3rd by Wright now, obviously had to make an early pit stop due to damage. Worked his way back up the field, safety car has fallen kindly for him in 3rd position. But whether he can take those hards to the end of the race, we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so lap number 9, safety car out. We'll close the field up. So Stewart looking like he was completely out of it in 15th position. I think he was just a couple of laps ago. Obviously with a few overtakes and the safety car coming out, found himself up into 3rd position. But as I say, on those hard tyres, not sure if he'll get them to the end. We'll have a quick look at tyre situation. Pretty much everybody now on the hards other than Riker and Pipke, who are on the mediums. So only Connor at the front needs to stop. I think everybody else has stopped. They have indeed, some a couple of times. So yeah, Connor keeping himself out of trouble early on. Going long on those hard tyres, finds himself in the lead of the race. Teammate in 3rd position as well, so the Alpines could really do with Stewart getting past Wazza. And then the two of them working together to try and break that DRS detection zone of 1 second. If they can do that, they can then pull away. Connor obviously still needing to make that pit stop, but can give himself enough of a buffer that he can then make up some places later on the quicker medium tyres. Okay, so it looks like the field is closed up now, so we will be going at the end of this lap. So the thing about races with this, with multiple safety cars, is it just throws strategy out the window. And to be honest, sometimes it's pot luck as to where you are on the track, whether you can get into the pits quickly or whether you're caught behind the safety car. It can absolutely tip a race on its head. But also any real strategy like Connor has gone, going long on the hards, would look at taking that, sort of as far as he could into the race, hoping to be in the position that he is, but a few seconds clear of everybody else having pitted. So he's sort of on the back foot a little bit there, but still think he's more than capable of a good result out of this, so especially if those Alpines can work together. McLarens have been broken up now. Bog in 6th position, Hammers came out of the pits in 9th, so they don't have to stop to the end of the race. They've got Lecatsis and Summers in between them. So safety car will be in this lap as the notification has come up. So Connor will become the pace car. I'm going to do is just jump. Stewart really needs to close that gap up. Here we go, final corner. We are bunched up. Right, okay, when is Connor going to go? When are you going to go? When are you going to go? He's gone. We are go. Back under green flag racing. Nobody really looking at a move other than, I think Summers has worked his way past Lecatsis, so Hammers will be the next one to want to make his way past, which it looks like he might do up the inside here. But Lecatsis keeps his foot in, Hammers goes around the outside. Looks like up front there, Summers just tapping the wall. Well, there was a bit of contact with Bog there, I'm not 100% sure. It looked like he just lost the back end ever so slightly and clipped the inside of the wall, but hasn't suffered any damage. Lecatsis now dropping positions, hand over fist. Not quite sure what happened to him there, but he's going to lose another one to Gavolis in a minute. I think front left end plate has gone there. Okay, so Wazza managing to get away in 2nd place and keep Stewart behind him. Kazingle will be wanting to stick to the back of Stewart as much as he can, obviously on the fresher tyres as well. Wazza and Stewart both pitting after lap 1 due to injury, due to damage. So they have fulfilled their obligation of tyre compounds, but it's just whether they can see them to the end of the race in decent condition. So DRS now enabled. And pretty much everybody is in DRS range other than down in 11th, Scully just dropping a second and a half back. Patsis still not pitting. With broken front end plate, probably be wise to pit around here. So Wazza and Stewart fighting at the end of the first straight. But what this is doing is it's giving Connor a chance to stretch his legs now out of the detection zone. So Connor, Wazza will not have DRS. Will Stewart? Stewart is going to become susceptible. He hasn't. Stewart hasn't got it. So he's lost that position to Kazingle. Like we had a Red Bull thinking about making a move back there, and Hammers had Magic Poop Cannon thinking about it but thought better of it. So let's jump back up the front again. Excuse me. Hackett making his way past Summers there. Whether that was an overtake and then he retaining the position, I'm not 100% sure. It looks like Hammers and Hum are now battling away as well for the remaining points position. The other McLaren of Bog stuck behind Summers at the moment, and has the Aston Martin of Magic Poop Cannon directly behind him, but then his teammate is in 9th now, so only a place separates the pair of them again. But D Summers, also I've been impressed with him since he came into DTR. There's some good overtakes that I've seen him make, certainly not skittish about going for a move. Seems to be pretty safe as well. Not really seen him go into sort of any dives or anything. It's been pretty calculated. So a couple of mistakes, a couple of errors, but he is only human at the end of the day. But no, he's done very well since coming across, and it is a pleasure to have him in DTR. Anybody out there that is thinking about getting involved in a Formula 1 racing league, DTR are open to you. The link to Discord will be in the description below. So if you do fancy racing, please join us. It would be good to have you here. CRR now close up behind Skipper. I thought he was going to go for a move there, but I think in fact, if anything, he's likely to lose a position to Johnny. Johnny looks to be so much quicker here, but DRS and ERS and sweeps around the outside back up into 16th place. Again, so far a race of what might have been, I think, for Johnny. So he certainly had the pace, and he's been up thereabouts. Jack past Wazza missed that completely, missing all the overtakes as per normal, so I'm great that my consistency is, as always, just up front there. Jack looked for a move on Connor, and just back in. Is he going to go for a move down the start-finish line here? Looks like he is. He does indeed, up the inside. So Kazingle up into the lead again. with Connor now down into second place. Wazza staying in control, or in touch a little bit further back, and then we've got Stuart. But Stuart has dropped, well, had dropped out of that DRS detection zone, but just teetering on the edge. Is he going to get it or not? I think he will. We'll find out. Just found this right-hander. He does, yes. So he did manage to stay within that 1 second. Wazza now going for a move on Connor as well, up into second position, and he does around the outside. Connor down into third position. Kazingle and Wazza first and second. So we've got the Alpines again together. They'll be working together, I'm sure, to try and claw in the front two. And Connor does still need to make that pit stop. We've got a few penalties coming up now. Summers with one. Hammers, we had one from earlier, was the first one to pick up a 3-second. Scully also picking up a penalty. I think after the drive-through penalty, he had early doors as well. And Connor is into the pits. Time to ditch those hard tyres. Hopefully jump on a set of medium. Well, we'll jump on a set of mediums, which will take him to the end of the race. But what position is he going to come out in? Let's see. Looks like he's going to come out in 15th. Yeah, 15th position for Connor, but we'll keep an eye on him because he is going to be quick on those tyres. Meanwhile, the front two have broken the DRS detection to Hackett in third position, so a second and a half back. He then has Summers and Stewart right behind. So Stewart losing a position to Summers there, and Bog right on the back of it with Poop Cannon and his teammate Hammers. Right. So championship wise, let's have a look. How is this heading for the championship? Hammers will pick up yeah, Hammers will pick up 4 points for 8th position. Stewart will pick up 10 points. So I think as it stands, it will hand the championship to hand the championship to Hammers. But still 12-13 laps to go. Summers making a move past Hackett. It went steaming in, went a bit wide, but managed to keep the position. Had made the move before going off track, so he wasn't really gaining an advantage for that. So Connor now is starting to side his way through the field, already past Johnny, up into 13th position, so now with a 5-second gap to close to Rika in front of him. Oh, Hackett's out. What happened to Hackett? Oh, we have another safety car as well. Oh, gee. Oh, no. Oh, Kavolis, you don't do that. You need to look at what's behind you before you reverse. Oh, Hackett, what on earth happened there, mate? Right, so we've got lots of people diving into the pits. Looks like Hammer's got a bit lucky with that. Oh no, he didn't. I thought he was in the pits. Yeah, he has been in the pits, so he is out on a fresh set of mediums. So again, he's going to put him in a good position. Did Stewart pit? I don't think he did. Nope. Right, let's get the tyre situation up again, because it keeps changing. Once we think we've got it licked, it then changes again. So, what's going on back here? These Summers look like he might have got caught out by the cars that have broke in front of him. Okay, I think we are back in order now. Notice down in 12, Pipke going for the soft compound tyres. Might not be a bad shout actually, it'll be quick, but it's just whether they will last. We've got 11 laps left after this one. We've probably got another lap behind the safety car, so 10. It'll be a stretch, but he might be able to get the softs to the end and still have some decent pace. I think they're going to fall off towards the end. So safety car number 3, Summers. We've got some positions changing here. Oh, Bog has come into the pits. That is going to ruin Bog's race. Bog comes out in 12th position. Fresh set of mediums, so a lot round him. Also on sort of fresh mediums. And we've got the front runners on the hards, so they're going to be struggling towards the end of the race. But Connor might have pulled a blinder here with that. So running it late, coming in, putting his mediums on for his tyre compound switch. His safety car coming out has popped him back out in 4th position now, so he's down in 15th, worked his way up to 13th or 12th, and now the safety car has catapulted him back up into race winning contention in 4th place. Alright, so is the safety car coming in this lap? We've not seen notification yet, which we had seen it by now on the last safety car, but we do get them very late. Safety car is coming in. So Jack will now become the pace car. Need to keep a steady pace. You cannot speed up and slow down. You need to keep a steady pace. And he's gone. But it is one of the better places to go out of that final turn, obviously when everybody's traction is low. Looks like Hammer's making a move on Connor there. So Hammer's up into 2nd position on those fresh mediums. Stewart making moves as well, a little bit further back up past Kavolis now. Again on fresh set of mediums, so he'll be looking at doing as much damage as he can. Wazza and Summers going side by side. It's going to be 3 wide. Hammer's looking to go all the way around the outside, sweeps all the way across again. Is he going to keep himself in the tow? But what he is doing is he's putting himself under pressure here from Connor, and Connor looks like he is going to make the move up the inside. He doesn't. Hammers keeps hold of that, so Connor still in 5th, Poopcadden in 6th. But we're getting some good battling coming on in this last few laps of the race. So 10 laps including the one that we are on. and Hammers now sitting in a lovely position, picking up 15 points. Will absolutely secure him the championship. Would have done even if Stuart had won and picked up the fastest lap. I do also think this is going to secure the Constructors' Championship for McLaren as well. Keep an eye on Summers and Connor here. So I believe they're both friends, so I don't think there's going to be anything given to each other here. They will battle each other until the very last. But Summers is going to start to struggle soon. Those hard tyres are going to start to fall off. And Connor does indeed make the move up the inside. Looked like he was going to make a double move and take Wazza as well, but ends up not making up any positions whatsoever. Summers, meanwhile, does make the move on Wazza, but Wazza takes position back around the inside. Summers got a 10-second penalty for a severe collision. What's going on with these pens tonight? We've got another safety car. Who's that, Johnny? Oh, Johnny. End of the first straight. Looks like Johnny, I don't know if it was contact or whether he's lost it, but unfortunately his Ferrari is retired there. So not a good night for Ferrari, currently in only one car left in the race, and he is in, well, potentially last of the runners in 17th, and Johnny out. Hackett as well in the Red Bull, so looking so strong for him. Nearly taking pole position, just getting pipped by Kazingle. Looking strong in the race, but unfortunately not being able to finish tonight. So, been a race of safety cars so far tonight. For any of those interested, Southampton are 1-0 up against Manchester United. Right, are we going to have the safety car coming in this lap? I'm not sure, because Riker in 17. So Connor has come in and put a set of softs on, so has Buchanan, so Summers, so Pabolis. That's a very risky move to make with, well, the safety car's not coming in this lap by the looks of it, so we are going to be go on the end of lap 23. So 6 laps to go, and you've got to work your way from 12th position. You can see why you do it. Go on a nice set of soft tyres, have the extra grip, but I mean everyone round's only on sort of 4 or 5 lap old medium, so I don't think the advantage is going to be huge. But we'll see. I could be completely wrong, and they could leapfrog everybody and win by 5 seconds. But I'm very doubtful that they'll be able to get themselves up into the top 4 unless there's another accident in the safety car, which I'm not going to rule out after tonight, to be honest. The penalty system doesn't seem brilliant tonight. We've seen some 10-second penalties given to people for sort of collisions which you wouldn't normally expect, so I think anybody that gets one late on is probably potentially worth not serving it and seeing if you can get it removed by the stewards as to whether they think it was unfair or... obviously it's fair in a way because you've crashed into somebody, but 10 seconds is pretty heavy for that. As I was saying, with the pit stop, speeding in the pit lane being a 10-second, it should be a 5-second penalty. So I'm hoping that's something that they can correct for F1 25, which is sure I think we've got about 4 or 5 months before that's going to be out. So I'm hoping for better things from that game, but I'm not going to hold my breath. So right, safety car will definitely be in this lap. It's got to come in this lap because the whole field is bunched up. It means we will have 6 laps at racing speed, 5 laps of DRS enabled racing. So Jack is probably in the weakest position at the moment with 14 lap old hard tyres. Hammer's behind him with only 5 laps on those mediums, and you've got Wazza 21 laps on his hard, so it proves he can do it. So Kazingle can take him to the end. Obviously if Wazza can get him 21 laps, Jack can get him another 6, and he has gone. So we are under racing again. Hammer's looking for a move up the inside there, thinking of better of it. Skipper going for a bit of a dive down the inside there. Unfortunately, looks like he might have clipped Wazza's front end plate. And Wazza has indeed got a broken end plate, so this could get a little bit scrappy now. But Skipper being very, very aggressive. Don't normally see that from him. Going a bit wide there, losing the position to Hummer. I'm sure he's going to come under pressure from Wazza, which he has. Wazza makes the move down the inside. Squeezes him a little bit, but I think that's because he has Bog going round the outside. So Bog up into 5th, Wazza up into 6th, and Skipper down 2 places. A bit further back, we got Pipke and Summers battling away. It was Pipke and Riker. Riker looks like he has made the move past the other RBR. Now looking at making a move, and Kavolis does indeed kind of bullies his way past a little bit, but Pipke not giving up on that. Need to keep up the front here because Hammers and Kazingle are now starting to change positions, and Stewart has made his way up into 3rd position out of nowhere. Still not going to be enough to keep him in title contention. Hammers, I think, only needed 9 points, if I worked it out right, to win the championship today. And currently sitting in 2nd position, pick up 18 points for that. Stewart looking to make a move on Hammers if he can. 1 lap younger tyres isn't going to make a huge amount of difference at the moment, but he will want to get past him. And he'll want to get past Jack up front, and he'll want to win the race. So Hammers going a little bit defensive, Stewart being a little bit later on the brakes, trying to push his way around the outside, but Hammers not having any of that and closes the door. Got Skipper losing a few more positions. And Riker and Scully doing a little bit of a dance at the back there, but so both of them to the back of the grid. Keeping an eye on those soft runners as well. Havoc up into a poop cannon directly behind him in 9th position, and they are closing. Kavolis now makes a move on Skipper, as does Summers. So Skipper was in 4th position literally a lap ago. He's now dropped his way back down to 11th. But let's keep on with the front. Well, the front 5 are pretty close together, to be honest. Everybody is within detection, other than Bog, who's just dropped out a bit, where he had a little bit of an error coming out of that corner, but this could cost him if he drops himself out of that DRS detection. Just inside it, I think, of the detection zone, so will pick up. Yeah, does pick up the DRS, so just managed to do enough to keep himself within that detection zone. Summers picking up a 3-second penalty. So I'm not sure if he served his I think he served his 10-second pen. Let's get the pens up and we'll leave them up so we know exactly who is and what. So yeah, Summers has served his 10-second, but he's got 2 3-second for track limit extensions. So 6 seconds in total. Hammers with 3 and Scully also with 3. So as it stands, Hammers is going to lose a lot of time there. He's going to drop down. Well, drop down to about 4th, so we've got Connor and Wazza battling away here. Was there any contact there? I'm not sure, but we have bunched up this field. Right, Stewart will now want to make a move on Hammers, just under 1/4 of a second behind. Uses his DRS, also draining his ERS to make this overtake. Is he going to go for a double? No, he is not. But Hammers still hasn't given up that position, looks to keep it around the outside, but I think that is going to be the position to Stewart, and Stewart does. Sweeps across in front, takes the line and the position. So up into 2nd place for Stewart. Stewart will now be on the hunt of Kazingle in front. Kazingle obviously on those older hard tyres. So Stewart all stuck to the back of Kazingle. Hummer. Oh, Hummer made his way past as well. I didn't see that. It must have been down the straight. But yeah, Hummer up into 3rd position. Obviously, Hammers would have dropped the positions anyway because of the 3-second time penalty. But here we are for the battle for the lead. Stewart looking to add to his collection of wins this year. Jack, I'm sure, would love a win as well. Has won already this year, would love to join Stewart on 2. Wazza picks up that penalty. There we go, Wazza, thank you, mate. I thought we were going to go a race without you picking up a penalty, but you did not let me down. I appreciate that, my friend. Front 5 are nose to tail. I should think so, to be honest, after we've had, what, 3 or 4 safety cars, virtual safety car incidents strewn, especially at the start of the race. Unfortunately, half of the grid seemed to be caught up. Hummer there thinking about a move on Kazingle. Stewart is now up into the lead. We saw that just up ahead. So Jack will be probably in the better position, to be honest, if he can. He's not got a lot of ERS, but then neither has Stewart. If Jack can save his ERS down this straight without putting himself under too much pressure from Hummer just behind, who I'm sure will be looking to make that overtake, then Jack would be in a good position to make the move along the back or the 2nd straight and potentially hit Stewart to the lead. Let's have a look. Jack not going for it though. He's coming under pressure, coming under pressure, coming under pressure. And Hummer does make the move around the inside. Stewart firmly shuts the door on him though and says, no thank you, you are not going up into the lead of the race. So here we go. The final time along the back straight up to just the tight left hand turn. Who is going to win this? Hummer is closing. There is nothing Stewart can do about it. Is Jack going to make the move as well? Jack looks like he's going to make a move up the inside. Unfortunately, there's contact there and he touches the back of Stewart, but luckily nobody is out and we keep going. But Hummer is going to catapult the pair of them and take the race win. So Hummer takes the race win. Congratulations to him. I think that's his first race win of the season. Third in the championship. That's his first race win. But well done him. Stewart in second position. Then Kazingle in third. Hammers does keep fourth position. Bogorowski takes fifth position. And then Havoc Connor in sixth position. Poop Cannon 7th, Brother Adam 8th, Wazza in 9th. So, well, not quite sure what to say about that race. There was a lot of incidents, some desperate moves, some good moves, some collisions, lots of safety cars, lots of tyre changes. I think every compound got used, except perhaps nobody used the inters, did they, in qualifying? But Red Bull there taking the win with Hummers, or Hummer. But I do think Hammers is going to be crowned champion today. As I say, 34-point gap he had on second place. And 12 and 18, 6 points. So 34. I'll work it out. I think it's about 28. I think he has won it. But anyway, let's go through the race results. So Hummer taking the win, Stewart in second, Kazingo in third, Hammers in fourth, and Bogorowski in fifth. Then we got Connor in sixth, Poop Cannon in seventh, 8 goes to Brother Adam. 9th, Wazza picking up double points, same as Brother Adam as well. Cavolis in 10th position. Then we have Pip Key recovering to 11th after not being able to qualify, being disconnected. So well done from him. The Cats is 12th, 13th Composite, 14th Rika. Skipper in 15th, Scully 16th. Summers down in 17th in the end due to those penalties. And then the DNFs of J5 Gaming and Hackett. So quite a few penalties in there. I'm just going to quickly work out. So with 34 points there. Apologies, so I'll go quiet for a minute. I'm just trying to work out if Hammers has actually won the championship. I think he has. So 34, there's a maximum of 215. Yeah. Hammers is Division 2 champion. Congratulations to him. It's been a strong season. So he's picked up 5 victories so far this year and been pretty strong in most of the rest of the races. I think McLaren have also sewn up the Constructors' Championship, but I'm not going to say 100% for certain just in case. But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed I was right and they have won it. But regardless, we are down to 1 race left in season 11. Then we'll be making obviously an announcement about season 12. I think we're looking at kicking that off around about the 19th of February off the top of my head. But obviously look out for any communication there. If you are listening and not part of the league and want to join, please pop in the go to the Discord link below and we'll be happy to have you. So thanks everyone for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the race this week. We'll be back next week for the final time in season 11 from Japan, and as I think unfortunately the titles will all be sewn up, so there'll be not a lot to play for other than racing for pride as always. So thanks ever so much for joining me. I hope you have a lovely weekend and